Good evening and welcome to Left, Right and Centre. I'm Nidhi Razdan. Tonight, a groundbreaking piece of legislation that grabbed headlines all this week after fueling a bitter debate in India's polity for nearly 15 years. The Women's Reservation Bill, which seeks to reserve 33% seats for women in the Lok Sabha and state legislatures, will completely change India's political landscape if it finally goes through. It's cleared the first hurdle in the Rajya Sabha, but the battle in the Lok Sabha may be a much bigger one. The events of the week, though, have thrown up other questions. Should MPs, many of whom are uncomfortable with the bill, be forced to vote for it? Has the Congress taken a political risk it can't afford? And the most important question of all, will reservation really empower women? Joining me on the show tonight, Congress spokesperson and Lok Sabha MP Manish Tiwari, BJP spokesperson Ravi Shankar Prasad, Harsimrat Kaur Badal, MP from the Shiromani Akali Dal, actress and Censor Board Chief Sharmila Tagore, and the contributing editor of the Indian Express, Kumi Kapoor. And let me first ask the first question tonight. Are male MPs being whipped into supporting the Women's Reservation Bill? And I ask the two gentlemen first, and I ask you, Manish, first. We know, I don't think it's any secret that many male MPs are kicking and screaming while having to vote in favor of this bill. Is there a huge fear factor?
Well, you are absolutely correct. Change does make people uncomfortable. And it takes a little while for people to reconcile to it and come up the learning curve. But however, whenever change has happened in history, you look at the civil rights movement, you look at the various other progressive legislations which have been passed, it has produced a certain amount of discomfort. And if anybody tries to deny it, he would be running away from the reality. But the Congress took a political decision way back in 1996 itself to commit itself to the bill. And in 15 years, that commitment has never wavered. So therefore, there is no question of people who got elected on the manifesto of the Congress, and this formed a part of every successive manifesto, going away from it in any case.
And you admit that even within your party there's some a distinct unease among male MPs?
Well, I would not call it unease, or I would not call it that people are opposed to the bill. But all I would like to say is that, yes, change is unsettling. So therefore, you know, when you get into a paradigm of change, it creates a situation whereby it takes people a little time to reconcile to it. But having said that, once again, allow me to underscore that we took a political call 15 years back and we've persevered with it. So there is absolutely no question of anybody questioning the commitment within the parliamentary party to the Women's Reservation Bill. And that, you know, goes across the board.
Mr. Prasad, what about the BJP? We've seen some of your MPs openly saying that they don't favour this bill. Your chief whip in the Lok Sabha saying that 70% of MPs don't support it. How are you going to deal with this dissent?
First of all, I am also a member of parliament, which you did not mention. Therefore, that makes it all the more clear. Nidhi, I will support Manish here that when you come with some change, there are bound to be some reactions. Our party took a resolution way back in 1994 in Baroda for the first time, 2 years earlier, supporting it. We have got 50% women population of the country. In Afghanistan, their representation in the parliament is 27%. In adjoining Pakistan, it is 22%. In India, it is only 10%. That explains a lot. Now, why this sense of, and Mr. Bass never said it publicly, he openly denied it. Okay, he was misquoted. On public, he straightaway denied it.
Well, publicly, other MPs have come forward, like Menaka Gandhi and Yogi Adityanath.
Now, let me tell you, where is the sense of unease? Many young MPs have a career in parliament. They nurse their constituency. Now, naturally, many parliamentary career would be lost if their seats become reserved. So you cannot deny them the sense of unease as well. But whenever a change takes place, these kind of ups and downs do take place.
Tubar.com